The man has a hidden agenda to force P2B on Nigerians so that Labour Party can have its way. Ajaero speaks. This is going to be interesting. The former Minister of State for Works and National Coordinator for the Southwest Agenda for Asiwaju, Prince Dayo Adeyeye, made an interview with The Punch, shared his thoughts on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's adoption of a Stephen Orasanye's report, the current hardship being faced by Nigerians, among other issues. When he was speaking over claims that the NLC president, Joe Ajaero, said that the protest was suspended due to the intimidation and threats from the state and federal government, Adeyeye said that Ajaero lied and that he plans to force P2B and the Labour Party on Nigerians. He said, and I quote, "When he went to the National Assembly, nobody threatened him there. Why is the man playing politics with the leadership of the Labour Union? The man has a hidden agenda to force P2B on Nigerians so that the Labour Party can have its way." Further speaking, he said people should not be following Joe Ajaero like a sheep and that he carried out a protest and nobody was arrested, even though he, Adeyeye, saw the video where the police were giving pure water and protesters on providing security for them. He added, "So where is the harassment and intimidation? It is not true and there is no evidence of it." Well, I am so sorry to say it is quite bewildering that somebody of your kind of persona will come out and be making this kind of a statement. You want to force Labour Party on Nigerians. Then just listen to yourself. Before you speak, try and listen to yourself first. Do you understand? Listen whether what that thing you want to say is actually going to make sense. Do you understand? Or before you go and say something, maybe you are invited somewhere, or before you type it online, make sure you proofread it to make sure it is making sense, not just for grammatical errors or for, what's it called? Grammatical errors, but also check if it is making sense. How can you come out and say that Joe Ajaero, he wants to force how? Where? He wants to force Nigeria. He wants to force P2B on Nigerians. Just listen to yourself. Does it make sense? Now, wow. So Ajaero is now INEC chairman. My dear, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. It baffles me when somebody who is supposed to be smart, educated, you should also speak from that perspective. Will come outside and make some claims, all because you're actually supporting someone. As in, nah. People always affiliate supporting, most especially this particular current government and this administration. That they say if you start supporting them, you start sounding, abnormal. You start sounding far, as in you start sounding strange. And it is becoming to look true. Wow. I don't think this man is educated. He must have used an interpreter to pull down these words. How could he talk that NLC and P2B wants to take over the country when the highest court of the land gave Nigerians Tinubu to oversee the affairs of the country? I don't understand. If at all Mr. Deye made above statements and was not quoted out of context, then every training and education he had was just a waste and went down the drains. I thought the election was over. Why is APC still afraid of P2B more than Atiku? Now, I don't understand, my darling. If you ask me this question, I will not be able to categorically come outside to answer you. Because I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Do you understand? I sincerely do not know. First of all, they were intimidated. And you don't expect those that intimidated them to come outside with loud drums and tambourine and start hitting and making noise. That they're the one that intimidated Joe Ajaero, they're the one that threatened. Do you understand? And me, because a lot of people are coming out to say that NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress, they're no longer straightforward. You understand that Kiniko can. Why? Because that particular protest, this particular one that was supposed to last on the 27th and the 28th, this is the first time that they gather, they agree on something, and they're going back on it. The man don't check him. Instead of him to go, they put in head, put in head, put in head. May not come be like say get another thing where they involved. Now you come on head now. Complex is indeed a very serious problem in Nigeria. None of these political rascals talk without involving P2B. P2B is not even the president of Nigeria. People should learn to face governance and government. Campaigns are over. Now I know that some educated persons and important persons have mosquito brain. Hey. How do you want to convince any man to believe it that NLC president want to force an opposition leader who is not on government on Nigerians? By what means? How can one man force a president on Nigerians? Well, you have confirmed that INEC Yakubu forced Tinubu on Nigerians. If anybody can force a president on Nigerians, it is only INEC chairman. And he did. Why are you sounding this way? NLC was right in suspending the protest. You could maim or actually eliminate Ajaero, and clearly he was trying to overthrow Bola Tinubu, and Gullible Nigerian will believe you. Same thing happened in Imo State. Yes, do not forget that this man was beaten. This particular current president, or should I say current chairman of NLC, the man was beaten in his states. They beat that man blue black. It is only in this kind of country that we hear that a labor union chairman was actually brutalized and nothing was done about it. The person that brutalized him is still the governor of that particular state. Absolutely nothing was done. Do you get? So make the man no go die for nothing. Eh? Make people no think say, this man collect money, you do this one, do that one. Meanwhile, nothing like that. The man just run for his dear life. So during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, who did Labour Union force and install as president of Nigerians after the several protests? Okay. Is this person normal at all? Why is it sounding this way? If you ask me, I no go fit understand. Nigeria will keep on trial and error till they get sense. Igbo man is not your problem, but if you think he is, let him go. You guys have called them enough names. So right on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.